What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video every time I put one out. In today's video, it's going to be all about building that bodybuilding V-taper look. I'm going to be giving you guys a complete workout to show you exactly what you need to do in the gym to do so, and I'm also going to be giving you some nutritional advice on how you can achieve this the most optimally. In terms of those who are unfamiliar with the V-taper, basically it's the illusion of having wide lats, broad, full round shoulders, and it kind of tapers off to your waist, so it makes your waist look a little bit smaller, but there's also things you can do. So if you're not genetically gifted and you have a small waist, by actually widening your shoulders and your back, you're going to get that illusion. But like I said, I am going to give you some nutritional tips for helping you kind of reduce your waistline. So if you guys are ready, then let's just dive right into the workout.
We're going to be kicking this V-taper workout off by developing that wide back, and where most people do struggle is really developing that strong mind-muscle connection. So that's why we're actually going to be starting with a pre-activation exercise. The two activation exercises that I really like in this situation are the kneeling lat pull-in or the single arm low cable rows. I feel like either one of these are great for really pumping blood into those lats and helping you to connect with them as well, really establishing that strong mind-muscle connection from the start of your workout. In terms of sets and reps, we're going to be hitting 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps at an RP of about 6. So the goal really isn't necessarily to pre-exhaust the lats. We're really just trying to get the blood in there and to really get them pumped up so we're able to feel them during the rest of our movements. So I really wouldn't consider these working sets, but I guarantee that this will help you really establish that mind-muscle connection. And now we're going to be moving into the main movement. So now that we got our lats engaged and they're fully warmed up, it's time to move into our main movement for building that wide back, and it's got to be the pull-ups. This is a simple but effective way to really hit the entire back while trying to build muscle and strength in the process. I really like this because it's extremely easy to overload, and if you do find yourself getting good at the bodyweight pull-up, you can always add a weight belt and start adding weight. And if you think you can get out of it just because you can't do a pull-up, that's definitely not the case. I would highly recommend that you do the assisted machine pull-ups. These are still a very effective option, and you're going to be able to get a lot more of the exercise rather than just trying to skip them. So what my recommendations would be is if you can't do 5 bodyweight pull-ups, then go on the the assisted machine and perform your pull-ups that way. And if you can get more than 10 bodyweight pull-ups, then you can start adding weight. So once you can kind of get 3 sets of bodyweight pull-ups for 10 reps, like I said, add weight. And if you can't get 5, then do the assisted machine. I guarantee that this will really help engage the whole back, help build strength, and really build those wide flaring lats. Moving on to our final exercise for the back width portion of our V-taper workout, and we're going to be going with the straight arm row pullovers. I do really like this variation over the dumbbell pullovers. I just find that it's easier to feel, and my muscle connection for me is extremely important. This is also really good to be able to get a good stretch and a deep contraction on your lats. You also want to think about driving your elbows behind your body, and I find that the rope here really allows for that extra range of motion versus if you were to use a straight bar. I also think it's very important to get that nice deep stretch at the top, so make sure you're really going all the way up if you really want to optimize this exercise. And this is an isolation exercise. Like I said, we did start off with a pre-activation, moved into our main movement, and like I said, this is the final exercise being an isolation exercise to really finish off your lats. And for sets and reps, I would perform 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. This is where most people would stop short, but if you are really looking to build that awesome V-taper, then you can't neglect the importance of developing some wide shoulders. And for the main movement, we're going to be giving you something other than the obvious dumbbell or barbell shoulder press. It's going to be the lying cable upright rows. And as you can see here, I'm doing it on the seated cable row machine. It just makes for the perfect setup. And what I really like about this variation over your dumbbell or barbell upright rows is that by actually having your back supported, you're eliminating the trap involvement from them actually taking over the movement, making it way more shoulder dominant, and trust me guys, this is really going to blow up your side and rear delts, and also gives you plenty of overloading potential as well, making it a fantastic exercise for building some wide shoulders. For sets and reps, I would aim for 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. After our main shoulder movement, we're going to be finishing off our side delts with some direct isolation work. I'm going to be giving you 2 of my favorite variations for doing so. As you can see here, the first is the chest supported cable lateral raise. And once again, the same logic does apply with the chest being supported. It does eliminate the traps, but it also reduces the urge for you guys wanted to cheat the weight up. And the cables do provide constant tension, which is going to help promote muscle hypertrophy. And if you do happen to work out in a busy gym and getting a cable machine and setting it up this way, I can understand that it can be a challenge. challenge. So that's why I'm going to be giving you the incline dumbbell lateral raise. This would be the second variation. This one's really going to test your ego because honestly, most times 10 to 15 pounds is really all you need to get a nice burn and to really get the job done and blow up those side delts. But whatever variation you do go with, I guarantee that these exercises will help build those V-taper shoulders and make walking through doorways definitely more challenging. So for sets and reps, I would highly recommend going for 4 sets of either exercise, and I would stick more in the higher rep range. I would do 12 to 15 reps.
So now that we covered the workout portion, I'm going to move into my number 1 nutrition tip for helping you guys really manage that waistline, and that's going to be to eat more frequently. So you're going to want to eat smaller meals versus larger meals. So right now, if you are currently eating 3 meals and they happen to be large, I highly recommend that you guys space that out. I understand that everyone lives a busy lifestyle and most people eat breakfast in the morning. They have an hour lunch break for work, so they eat their lunch and then they go home and they're kind of in a rush, so they put together dinner. And normally that's the 3 meals. Let's say they're eating 2,500 calories. You necessarily don't have to eat more. I think a lot of people just assume because you're eating more frequently, that means more calories. That is absolutely not the case if you do plan it. So you can eat 2,500 calories. You're just spreading it out over the day, 5 to 6 meals. And I think this is going to be an extremely beneficial thing from a digestion standpoint. You're going to be able to digest smaller meals much easier. Therefore, you're going to be less bloated during the day, and that's going to really help control your waist. And for bodybuilders that are in the off season, I think a lot of people, or even hard gainers, I think a lot of people are just trying to shove calories down. I think this approach still applies, and that's why that's why I hear bodybuilders say that they eat every 2 hours, because honestly, getting meals in can be tough, and you do want to manage that bloating as well, because if you do eat a lot, like I said, it can add to your waistline, and it also can make you not want your next meal. So if you are in an off season and you are pushing calories, or let's say you are a hard gainer and you're trying to put on some size, I'd highly recommend to really nail your meal frequency and meal timing and making sure that you're getting your calories in and that you're not eating too large meals. Alright guys, that's going to conclude the video for today. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and definitely give this workout a try. You can do it as a workout, or maybe if you want to add these exercises into your current training routine. I think these things are perfect additions. And honestly, if you do want that V-taper, you can't only focus on the back. You've got to also target the shoulders, so you're building that wide set of shoulders, and everybody is at a different point in terms of weak points. Let's say you maybe have wide shoulders, but your back needs to come up. So then I highly recommend that you prioritize it that way, but I guarantee these exercises will help you build that V-taper that you're looking for, so definitely give them a try. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a new video every time I put one out, and also give the video a like. I do appreciate all the support and the feedback. It definitely goes a long way, and I'll catch everybody in the next one. Alright, peace out.